An extended playing technique is an unconventional, non-traditional way of playing an instrument. Julia Wolf uses several extended playing techniques in her music. For example, towards the end of the piece you will hear some glissandos from the violins. Let's take a listen. The word glissando means glide, so the technique is a glide or a slide between pitches. Some instruments are better at glissandos than others. Violinists are able to slide their finger over the strings quite easily to produce the slippery glissando sound that Julia Wolf wants at this point in her piece. Let's listen to what happens to those glissandos next. The duration of those glissandos were halved, from semi-breves, 4 beats, to minims, 2 beats, and then even shorter glissandos were added on top. When the durations of note lengths are shortened, it gives the effect of the music speeding up, even though the actual pulse remains the same. So you can hear that if we add in the other instruments at this point. See if you can tap the constant pulse throughout this extract. All string instruments are good at glissandos. Harps, trombones and pianos can do them well too. So here's the harp part towards the end of this piece. And here's a piano glissando from near the beginning. In fact, all instruments of the orchestra can play glissandos, but the ones we just heard work particularly well because of the mechanism of the instrument, which allows better sliding between the notes. Flutes are really good at a technique called pitch bend, and Julia Wolf uses this in her piece here. Several instruments have a go at this, including the clarinets, the tuba and the trombones. At the beginning of Rise and Fly, Wolf asks the brass players to blow through their instruments without making a pitched sound. My favourite technique in this piece is given to the second violins just as the piece is starting to come alive. They are asked to dig deep into their string and make a scratch sound like this. All these extended playing techniques make Julia Wolf's sound world totally unique. At the end of this piece, Julia asks the brass section to ad-lib. This means to improvise, to make it up. She writes that they should make wild noises. So if you listen carefully at that point, I bet you'll hear some crazy glissandos and extended playing techniques happening there too.